Welcome everyone to Lennox Bennett channel. This is curriculum-based questions. Hit the like button before we even start. Come on guys, let's go, let's go. If you're not a subscriber, please ensure that you are subscribed right now. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Alright, so this is grade 6 mathematics curriculum-based test. Let's get ready to rumble. Alright, so the curriculum base is basically 20 plus 20, that's 40 questions, multiple choice. So we're gonna go through. Hopefully we can complete the paper of a class. So. And parents, you know if we do. Call the number 87654926161. Alright, let's go. Let's move on to question 1. Alright, question 1 says the Venn diagram below shows a snack that some children prefer. So here we have Cheetos and we have Bigfoot and we have the students. Let's see what the question says. It says, it's a parent now. Don't know anything going on, peeps. People are kids forget the proper teaching. Alright, so it says which students like both Cheetos and Bigfoot. Alright, so this is Bigfoot and this is Cheetos. Alright, these persons are Natasha, they like Bigfoot only. For Cheetos only, it would be Kay, Michael, David, Anthony, and John. So for those who like both Bigfoot and Cheetos, notice it's the intersection right here. So that would be Mark, Justin, and Jade. So that is A. So for question 1, it would be A. Alright. Zach, Daniel, Nate, and Amanda, they do not like Cheetos nor Bigfoot. Alright. Just in case they might ask you that question, you have it. See my number there? You have to say a word in the groups. When I have to say a word. The expanded form of a number is shown below. Oh guys, remember you're encouraged to type in your answer in the comment section. Alright, so type it in and let's see how many you got. So what it is, we're gonna just multiply 2 times 1,000, which gives us 2,000. 9 times 100. Notice it's a plus there, right? That will be 900, and then we have 50. 5 times 10 is 50, and 6 times 1 is 6. When we total that, we get 2,956. What did you guys got for that? Let's move on to number 3. What are the next 2 terms in the sequence below if the pattern continues? So first, before we look at the answers, we need to identify what is happening. So we left from 98 to 95, that's on M subtract 3. Let's check from 95 to 92, that is also subtracted 3. So 89 to 86 is subtracted 3, so we know that we are supposed to subtract 3. So it will be 86 minus 3, and that will give us 83. And then subtract another 3 from 80, and that 83, and that will give us. So our answer would be C for that one. Alright, let's move on to number 4. It says, which of the following is not a factor of 4? Now, the factors of 4 are the numbers that can go into 4 without leaving a remainder. Alright, so that would be 1 times 4. Let me just do it down here. I always encourage my students to do it like this. So let me just do it. Oh, I encourage them. Sometimes with factors, you can make a little mistake. So it's very important to note that it's like multiplying 2 numbers to give you the product of 4. So that would be 4, and then we have 2 times 2. So there we have it. You don't need to repeat. So it will be 1, 2, and 4. So that means 8. 8 is not a factor of 4. It's rather a multiple. So you must be able to differentiate between the multiple and the factors. Multiple comes from the word multiply, just like you're multiplying. Alright? Hit the like button now, guys. Good teaching, good teaching. Alright, this one says, which operation should be placed in the box make the number sentence below true? Can be add, can be subtract, can be divide, right? So it is multiply. So it's 26 multiplied by that. Let's see. That one is a bit obvious. Alright, let's move on to question 6. It says the diagram below represents the distance town A, point B, town C, and P to travel in a straight line from town A to town C. If you stop at point B, which is right here, of the journey, what did he cover? So basically, we can see it's almost a half, but it's not a half. The lines were supposed to be here, but they are a bit faded. So we can see it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 out of a total of, let's see what the total is. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's 4 over 10. But since percentage means out of 100, so we multiply by 100%. And that gives us 40%. So that would be C. As you can see, it's very close to 50%, which is a half, but it's not quite there. Hit the like button if you're just joining. Ensure that you share this to your teacher, to your anybody, just share it. Alright, you can contact me at this number, 876-549-2161. Such squares numbers such as 1, 4, 9, etc. can be formed by adding consecutive odd numbers beginning with 1. So you're going to start at 1, which is not an example of this fact. So we add that is consistent, and this would be D. Somebody type in why D is incorrect, why D is not. Could somebody do that for me now? 20 seconds. Alright, so basically it would be because they missed out 7. Did you guys type in that? Let me check the chat right now. It says, read the rule below and use it to answer question 8. In a pattern starting with the third term, each term is found by adding the 2 previous terms. Alright, so we're going to try it for all of them because that's what we basically have to do. Alright, so our third term is 1. So let's see if they added 0 plus 1, that is equal to 1. That is correct. So that means the next term, this, we had both this to get that one here. So 1 plus 1 is indeed 2. Alright, let's see. The next term is 3, so they should add, these two should add up to 3. So 1 plus 2 is indeed 3. Seems like it is this one so far. But don't just assume that it's it. Work it out to the very end. Alright guys. So the next number is 5. So that means this number 5 and 2 should give it here. 2 plus 3 is indeed 5. Alright, so for the next number should be these two. Give you 5, which is, so the next number is 8. So 3 and 5 should give you this. Alright, so let's check. 3 plus 5 is indeed 8. Notice I could have stopped already and said, oh, it is that. Guys, I don't want you doing that. Do not assume that is correct. Continue. So we have 8. So we have next 13. So we add these two. So that's 5 plus 8. And that is indeed 13. So what I want you guys to type in the comment section for me right now. Anyone, anytime you're watching it, even if it's a playback, what are the next 2 numbers in the sequence? After 13, which 2 numbers come after 13? I'm going to give you guys 10 seconds to complete that. Let's go. Alright, so here we go. So we should add to last number, which is 8 plus 13. Let's see if you guys got that. What's 8 plus 13? That is equal to 21. So our next number would be 21. And to get the next number, which I'll ask you, we would add 13 and 21. So 13 plus 21 give you 34. Alright, so the next question did not ask, but I'm just doing it so you guys can get a full understanding of what's happening. And for the next number, it would be, you guys are going to put this in the comment section. 34 plus 21. That would be the next number. Alright. Let's move on to number 9. The students in 6G were asked to name the sport they played. Data collected is shown in the Venn diagram below. What information do you need to determine how many students play cricket only? Now, this number right here, this question sign should represent cricket only, since this 20 represents football only. This 15 represent what? Somebody type that in the comment section. What does this 15 represent in terms of football? Let's see who can get that. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Work, chicken and jerk. Let's go. Alright, so this number represents those who play football and cricket. I want you guys to tell me now, what does this 10 represent? 10 seconds. Let's go. 1 o'clock. Alright, this 10 represents persons who do not play cricket nor football. So they play neither. Alright? Alright, so what information do we need to determine how many students play cricket? And that would be P, the number of students who play cricket. So if you know the total number of students play cricket, you just subtract it from this number. Let us say, for example, it was 40 students who played cricket in all. All we have to do now, subtract the 15 who played football and cricket, and our answer would be 25. So yes, we can obtain this cricket only once we know the total number of students who played cricket. Alright, so we're at number 10. Hit the like button for that, guys. You know, only the likes alone may get, guys. I don't get nothing else. Alright, so just do the likes for me. Welcome to the new students who have watched my videos and now are now a part of my class. I'm really excited to have you guys. Alright, which of the following shows the reciprocal of the product of 5 and 6? So the key word right here is the word reciprocal. What does this word mean? You know that what product means, right? What does the word product mean? So the word product means multiply. So we say 5 times 6 is equal to 30. Now reciprocal means is like to flip it. Alright? So we're gonna flip 30 over 1, so that is equal to 1 over 30. So the reciprocal of 30 over 1 is 1 over 30. What would be the reciprocal of 2 over 3? Somebody type that in the comment section. Let's see if you guys are getting it. Everybody enter the comment section to see what the others have typed in. I don't see 1 over 30. Oh. Yeah. Alkaline thing about that, right? So she give him love, but he give her reciprocal. Which basically means he give her no love. Alright, so let's go to number 11. 20% of a number is 35. What is the number? So now I'm going to try the easiest possible way for you guys. I know you guys are young and all of that. Alright, this is a typical C-sec type question, but for your age, what you can do is to literally just say, alright, we're going to eliminate 7. Why? 7 is so small. If you find it cannot be 20% of a number, be 7, because 5 times that is make it up, right? 20% means 5 to make it up. So that it couldn't be this, because that's lower. Alright? So you can't find 20% of 7 and it gives you this. Well, you could try this also, 20% of 55. Or you can also do this. You can do this. You have 100%. Percent mean out of 100, right? So what you can do is to say divide 100% divided by 20%, which gives us 5, right? And then we multiply 5 times 35, and that will give us the answer. 5, 5, 25, so that's 5, 32, 5, 3 is 15, and 175. It will do 175, or you can do it, it's a complex kind of way. 20% of a number. Of means to multiply, but guess what? We don't know what the number is, so we're going to use y to represent. But the answer should be 35. So what we do now, we do the opposite of what's happening. So we multiply by 100 since we are dividing by 100 over here, and then we divide by 20 since we are multiplying. Right? So this into this. 22, 1, into that 5. You notice it's the same thing. 5 times 135, which is 175. See, students, you should learn this too. It will be coming like this. So our final answer would be 175. Alright, this one says 50 sweets were shared between John, Mark, and 50 sweets were shared between John and Mark in the ratio 1 to 4 respectively. What was Mark's share? So first of all, what we need to do is to write what the ratio is. Alright, so write the name just to identify each. Notice the word respectively. That means it follows the order. So it says John and Mark. So it's John to Mark. And then you can write the ratio. Teachers have any teaching, you know, guys. All the parents right now, when say one join class, you have the number already. Alright, so we have 1 to 4. What did they say that the share was? They gave us Mark's share, right? Now that means Mark's share is 50, right? No. Let's say, oh, it's a total of 50 sweets. So the ratio is 1 to 4. The total is being shared is 50 sweets. So you are sharing 50 sweets in all. So we know that Mark would have the bigger share since his is 4 times as much as John. So what we're going to do now is to simply add the ratio to get the total. This total represents the total being shared. So you have 1 plus 4, which is 5. So in all, what they're saying is that 5 shares is equal to 50. Isn't that what they're saying? Because the total is 50 and the total shares is 5. So 5 shares is equal to 50. I want you guys to put this in the comment section. If 5 shares is equal to 50, what is 1 share equal to? 5 shares is equal to 50. What is 1 share equal to? Somebody type that in from the class. Give it 10 seconds to do that. Alright, so that is equal to 10, which is 50 divided by 5. If you type that, you're awesome. So 1 share is equal to 10. So Mark's share is 4. So we simply say 4 times 10. So that is equal to 40. So Mark's share would be 40. And let it make sense now. Mark's share should be 4 times whatever John have, right? Since it's 4 to 1, that means John's share would be just 1 share, which is 1 times 10. Alright, and then you can say, okay, 4. So for this, it's 8. Alright, so let's move on to number 13. Hit the like button, guys. Another ratio. Alright, so Mark, Stacy, and Jennifer all received their weekly salaries. Stacy received $3,000 while Jennifer receive $9,000. So the first thing you want to do, you want to write down these three names. All right, let's go. Right, so teach me, it's a video solution. Teach me, open the math skills. All right, so link up my number, we have my number. All right, welcome to the new students who sign up after watching my videos. I'm excited to have you guys. First class is going well, so yeah. Alright, so that's the first thing. It's the three persons. And then put things into perspective. Now it says Stacy received 3,000, so we can put that in. And it also said that Jennifer received 9,000. Alright. It says if the ratio of Stacy, so that's Stacy, to Mark is 3 to 4, so it says the ratio of Stacy, which is 3. So they don't tell us Jennifer one, so I can put this blank here. So, but this one is 4. So they told us 3 to 4. Only thing why it look like this because I have Mark in front, alright? And it says what is the ratio of Mark's salary to Jennifer's salary? Now this look a little bit complicated, but trust me, it is very easy. And let me explain this to you. We can focus on Stacy. Why Stacy? Because we know the number of ratio and we know the total, right? So all it is saying, 3 shares is equal to $3,000. So 3 shares is equal to $1,000. Now I want you guys to answer this question. If 3 shares is equal to $3,000, what is 1 share equal to? Alright, so we simply just divide 3,000 by 3. We get 1 share, right? Because a 3 share make it up, so 1 share 1,000. Alright, so look now, we know that for Mark could get a total of 4 shares, so that's 4 times that, so this Mark share would be 4,000. Right? And if Jennifer got 9,000, we divide it by 1,000, we get 9. So the ratio for Mark would be 4 to 9, Mark to Jennifer. And now they ask us Jennifer, but they ask for Mark to Jennifer. So we have it in the correct order, Mark to Jennifer. So that would be 4 to 9. Hit the like button if you think this ability is awesome. Hit the right button right now. Alright, let's go guys. Let's move on to 14. Which diagram shows a ratio of the shaded to unshaded parts 2 to 1? Guys, you see what happens? So if I ratio upon this, you need to join my class now. So we can prepare you guys for the performance tasks and also the curriculum base. Let's go. I'm assuming that this part is shaded. Alright, so it says now which diagram shows the shaded unshaded part as 2 to 1. So the shaded part must come first. So let's put the shaded. So the shaded, it should be the bigger portion and it should be twice the next one. So unshaded follow. Alright, so I think I know it's gonna be this. This is the only one where the shaded portion is more than the unshaded. So that was a giveaway to you guys. Hit the like button, guys. Remember, you're encouraged to try the questions as we go along. Alright, Mr. Bennett encourages that all times. A child works. Whoa, where you going? It says, a child was asked to convert 16% to a fraction. There may be an error. Notice the word may be an error in the given solution. So line 1, the child had 16 over 10. What is wrong there? What does percent mean? Percent means out of, say it guys, say it. So it's 100. So this is where the error is. See the error right away. Alright. So if we were asked to convert from percentage to, we just simply divide both of them. Final number can go into 16 and 100, which is 4. So 4 into 16, 4 into that. This should be the correct workout. They did not ask, but you don't know. So I mean, always a bit for the extra mile. So I teach guys. Join my class 876-549-2161. The line segment will represent 4 holes. So the entire line set represents 4 holes. Mario correctly selected point Q to represent an estimation of 220% of the line segment is Q. Okay. Which of the following could not be the reason for choosing this point? 220% is a little over 2 O's, that is true. Any random point between 2 and 3. No. I think that's it. Alright. So let's move on to 17. So our class now, guys. So our class. So don't know that this protocols the love of maths and the love of people. The diagram below shows 2 similar rectangles using it to answer items 17 and 18. Alright, you guys, so attempt this one before I even do the solution. What is the ratio of the side AB to side EF? So that's the side AB to side EF. Now I'm gonna pause the video and I'm gonna color code it. Now I don't have to pause the video, I do it right. So it's AB, so it's from A to B versus EF. So that's the first thing I do, guys, with maths. So identify what they're talking, alright? From E to F. How would you obtain the answer for this? What is the ratio? First of all, what I would do is simply count the number of units. So for EF we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we know it's 6 units. And for AB we have 1, 2, 3. So it's 3 units. So the ratio will be 3 to 6. Let's see if they break it down. As the answer is 3 to 6. Alright, so basically they break it down, they divide both of them by 3. So that's 1. And notice AB is at the front, so AB is a smaller portion. So it's 1 to 2. It could not be 2 to 1. Alright, they did say the diagram is going to answer both questions. So let's see what they say here. They say, what is the ratio of the area of ABC to the area of EFG? So they're basically talking about area. So what we have to do is go back up to the rectangular square. I don't know the measurements. It could be a square or a rectangle. Let's see. Alright, let's see how many units? 1, 2. Okay, cool. This one we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be 4 since it's proportional. Alright, so let's find the area for this. How do we find the area for a rectangle? Like that in past, guys. How we find the area for a rectangle? Divide here, length times width. Alright, so it's 2 times 3 for this one. So it's 2 times 3. So that's 6 centimeters square. Not necessarily 6 units, we'll just put a unit. And then we have 4 times 6. So that is what? 24. Alright, so it's 6 to 24. Let's see if that is there as an option. If not, we're gonna break it down. So let's see if we have 6 to 24. Oh, it's in its simplest form. Okay, cool. Because it's a simplest form, we will have to break it down. Divide both of them by 6. Since 6 can go into it. If you prefer to use 3, you can do that. Alright, so it's 1, 4. So let's see. 1, 2, 4. So that will be B. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button right away. Alright. Number 19. It is now 1400 hours. What time will it be in 8 hours? Now, it's army time, right? So we're going to subtract 12 hours from this to get the time. Since it started at 12, right? So that will be basically 2. So that's 2 p.m. Hope everyone learned that. I'm going to add 8 hours. So 8 plus 2 is 10. So that's 10 p.m. Very nice question. It says Carl's bakery occupies a rectangular workspace measuring 80 meter by 40 meter. He expects to increase his workspace by 50% when he moves to the new location. What could be the dimension of the new workspace? Alright, so we have 2 measurements. So let's call this one the length. You know what? We'll do it better, guys. We'll do it down there. So hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. So we have 80 by 40. And I want to increase by 50%. So 50%, that's 50 over 100. So we need to know by how much the increase, right? 1, 2. 50% is like a half, right? So that's what? 40. So we're going to increase it by 40 more. So we add 40 to this. And we'll do the same thing for this. It's like a half of 40, which is what? 20. Hit the like button now, guys, man. What not go on with, man? What is go on with? Say add 20 to this. So this is our 120 to 60. Is 120. And they give us the meter by 40 plus that's 60 meter. See that there? By 60. Okay, it's C. Alright, let's go hit the like button, guys. Which information is enough to determine the perimeter of the rectangle? Perimeter means what? The total distance around. So if we know the entire diagonal, what that have LP? Can be done. If I say the area of this triangle rectangle is 45 centimeter, can you find the area from that? No, you can't. So we can eliminate this. The size of the angles. We know that the angles are 9. Doesn't necessarily mean we know the length of the sides. So it will be the last one, which is the sides. Length of sides. So if we know this is 8, and we know this is 3, we can just simply say the side, opposite sides are equal, and we can add them, right? You can get 16. 16 plus 6. 20. Alright. Alright, let's move on to this. This is probably not going to do it in one part, but Alright, guys, this one consider dotted lines, so relative and makes it. I'm gonna have to draw the lines and do it as a separate video. So ensure that you are subscribed. So when we do that, you can which of the 4 shapes below shows 3 congruent shapes? Now congruent is the key word right here. Congruent. This means it should be the same shape and the same size. Alright, so far this one look the cutest. This one is too big right here, so an extra piece here. Mess up this, so it can't be this. Right here is small, there is big, so it can't be this. Let's see if this one. Okay, this is too small. It wasn't similar, so it's big. This one is too small compared to this. It's not the same size. And this one seems to a little piece here, so it's a full 3, it's a 2.5. This should have come right here, so okay, congruent. Alright, so very nice questions. PEP people, look for yourself. Alright, 24. If 12 over 23 plus 9 over 23 is equal to P, what is the value of P? Now, if you look closely, it's a fraction, 2 fractions, and you have the same denominator. What's the rule? What does the rule state when you're adding or subtracting fraction and the denominator are the same. Alright, we simply add the top. Keep the denominator, which is 23, and we add the top, so 12 plus 9, that's 21. Don't be fooled by this one, guys, alright? Let's move on to 25. If k is equal to 150, what is the value of k minus 34? So they told us that k is 150, so we're going to subtract 34 from it. Simple substitution, right? We do this with my class all the time. You guys were awesome. 4 from 0 you can't, so we're going to borrow 10 from the 50, right? So we have 40 the same, guys. 4 from that leaves 6. 30 minus 40, that is 10. That's what it means, right? So it's 116. You guys want a part 2 or should continue? Let me know. Hit the like button if you want me to continue, guys. Hit the like button. Share it yet? Wanna share the file yet? Wanna share the file yet? From the pattern below, which expression could be used to determine the value of x? Alright, so here is x. But before we reach to x, let us examine what's happening. So we have 100 and 90, then we go to 95. So it's a difference of 5, so it would be 75 minus 5. So you're just going to keep subtracting 5 all along. So the value of x would be 70. Big up, 27 now. Which two operation symbols could be placed? Which two operation symbols could be placed in the box to give the same result n? Oh, so what you mean? So we have 942 plus that is equal to 942. It could equal to 942, and if we do the same, yeah, it's definitely that. Guys, with these, ensure that you just try them. Don't try to just answer freely. You can try it, right? But you can literally try both symbols and see it again. Alright? So you put say times, this time 0 that gives 0. Right? And you cannot divide by 0, it is undefined. Alright, let's move on to 28. If one box is equal to x and one triangle is equal to 1, which diagram could represent the equation x plus 4 equal to 9? This is very interesting. What I would suggest you guys do, so this is basically, I will start from the 9. Why? It said it should equal to 9. So I'm going to look which one is equal to 9 first of all. This is not 9. This is equal to 4. This is equal to 9x. So you can just use the elimination method. So far it's between these two. Alright. They said that x is equal to 1 box equal x. So this is literally 4x, right? So this is not x plus 4. So that means it's c. And see here, 1x. One triangle represents 1, so it's x plus 4, and that's equal to 9. So very nice question. Big up yourself, PEP question for this. This is a very good question. There are some questions that are not so wonderful, but that one a very nice one. Alright, so big up for that. Now, I say Mr. Benny cussing all the while, good question. I just think you guys should set fair questions so the kids can interpret it correctly and answer it. A student should not go in exam, know how to do perimeter, know how to do area, but because of how you structure the question messed up, they don't know is that they're supposed to do. I don't agree with that. Once they know the concept, they should be able to pass. Alright, let's go. Which pair of numbers were, when inserted in the box below, labeled M and N, will produce a sum that is less than 1? So this is look like a trial and error. So it says that when you add them two there, whatever number you choose, when you add them, it should be less than 1. So it's not going to be greater than 1. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hit the like button. What will be the answer for that? Alright, if we try, first of all, we can look on the part n. If a 3 that will give 1 already. So that will be 1 also. 3/5 is not bad. But 3/5 plus 2/5 is 1. So is that not less than 1? 5, it's D. So it's 1/5 plus 3/4. Alright. You can even try it if you want. The LCM will be 20. 4 into that, so 5 into that, 4 times 1, 4. 4 into this goes 5 times, so we multiply by 5, 3, 5, 15. And there we have it now. That will be 19 over 20 is less than 1. Right? So that will be D, which we had already established. Let's move on. This is my number, guys. You don't know my number already. Everybody must know something. This year is doing a research project on the average number of lunches sold per day at her school. She arranged the data in a table and drew a graph to represent her findings. So guess what? Which paragraph shows information above? So Monday 60, 70, 60, 70, 60, 70, 65. Alright, let us try number 3 and see if the 3 match up first. So 60 is a 70. Monday 70, so we can eliminate this. Monday 60, that is correct. Alright, Tuesday should be 70. This is less, so yeah, we can eliminate. So it's either C or D. Alright, let's see. It's supposed to be 60, 70. It's not this. Alright, this is less. So this is 67 here. So it's definitely. So we even have to go back. Can I give you guys a quick? See there, 60. It's a 60 indeed. It's a 70. For my class, I gave my students to do the bar graph, the pie chart from scratch. They had to do it. Literally take numbers, yeah. And we did it from scratch. So we need PEP class and draw class. Alright, let's look at this one now. This one is a bit fuzzy. It says now, for items 31 to 35, more than one correct answer. Indicate your response by shading the letter. I'm just going to tick through and give you an example. Alright. So it says, which two statements below, if placed in the box, will make the equation correct? So guys, you definitely have to go try them because them tricky. Alright, so we have 450 minus 270. Let's just see if that is correct. Basically, just try it. So no matter think about it, just do it and see. Alright. Oh, we get 0. So from that, borrow a 2. Borrow 1. So that becomes 15. Yeah. So this is 1. This them say 2 solution. You add 120 on this, that equals to 160. But then 160 is not 180. It must be equal to 180. 30 divided by 2. 380 divided by 2. Let us check if that is equal to equal to that 1, 2, 1 is 2. Subtract it, leave 1. We have 18 now. 2 into 18, 9. So that's 190. So it's not that. So it has to be 12 times. So the two answers would be A and B respectively. Alright, so very nice question. So it says, which two values of x will make the inequality pause? Alright, so we have to do it pause. So if we have x is 10, so we have 10 plus 5 is 10 plus 5 less than 30. So we get answer of 15. 15 is less than 30. So that is true. So we move on to now 18. 18 plus 5 is equal to 23. And 23 is less than 30. So it would be the last two. 25, but 25 plus 5 is not less than 30. Who just found it? Oh, false. Okay, yeah. It is correct. So it would be C and D. I was thinking it's stupid, but it's not. Alright? Because it is false. It never said equal to. So guys, sometimes you have to read the question. That one nearly got me right. There are 36 students in Bella's class. 16 of them are boys and 20 of them are girls. Bella thinks the ratio of boys to girls is 36 to 16. Bella teacher says it's incorrect. Which two ratios could be used to correctly represent the relationship? I'm going to see if we can find the relation. So 16 boys. I'm going to put boys at the front. 2 girls. Alright. So we have 16 to 20. That will be the first option. Alright, we have 4 to 5. Let's check it. 4 to 4, that 4 to 5, yeah. So this is one of the relationship. Couldn't be 9 to 4 because first of all it's bigger, right? And this one we could divide by 2. So we also have 8 to 10. So for this it would be A and C. Let's see if we can move on to 34. Examine the number pattern below. Select 2 ways in which the fifth term can be determined. Alright. A says by adding 10 to the fourth term and subtracting 100. First of all, I'm going to find the pattern first. Oh, he's not going to answer. So let's look at your adding. Could it got the adding 90? Let's check it. 80 plus that 90 of 270 plus 90, 360. I could add 450 plus 90. No, 360 plus 90. If we add 360 plus 90, we could get 450. Then it would be just adding 90, right? So boom. Minus 650 factor. Alright, so we see them add 90. So that means that the next number, we could try to find what the next number is. And then we see which one of them can give it, right? So we have 0, 504, 540, right? So this should be 540. Let us see if we could, if we add 10 to 540, that's 550. 550 subtract 100 is not. No, 450. So let's say add 450. So let's say add 450 plus 10. That will give us 460, right? And you have 460 minus 100. That will give it. Alright, so boom. It's not that. By adding 90 to the fourth term, that would be correct. That's the pattern. And it says by adding 100 to the fourth term and then subtract 10 from it. So that is indeed these two. So that will be B and C. So these will be our answer. To get the 5 part. 100 and then a minus 10 from it is the same as that equal to 9. So guys, when I reach them stage here, read them very carefully. It says if this represents 25% of a shape, which two figures below could be the complete shape? Could. So 25% is like a quarter. I would say this is one. And these look to be the same size. Let's see if you have a better option. I'm only seeing B, you know. I'm seeing the other one look quite like quarter. Could this and this be the same size? Yeah. I would say A and B. This one, this big, that represent quarter. For D, these definitely work. So you have a big piece and a small piece. Alright, so I'll go with A and B. Type in the comment section what you guys think. 36 to 39 indicate a response by adding the appropriate letter in each row of the table. Only one letter is to be shaded in each row is an example. Alright, so let me say an example here. So you can choose A in this row, you can choose B. It's either A or B. Alright, one of them. Alright, let's go. Alright, it says Tony is using a triangular prism to make the top of a toy house. So this is a triangular prism. He wants to know how much cardboard he needs to build the roof. Indicate whether the information in the first column is necessary or not necessary in order to make this. I'm assuming that it would have been decision. The word is not, the word is cut off. The word is cut off, so what I think is decision. Alright. So the number of edges. Would we need the number of edges? I would say it's not necessary for that one. The area of each triangle. Not necessary. The length of each rectangle. I would say probably that not necessary either. Because the more I assume say there's just one rectangle I'm going to use, the base one. So triangle. What you could do that? So you have triangle. To the triangle, triangle. Well, that's not necessary. I would say that not necessary, but the length of the rectangle, because that's the way I put the roof part. And the number of faces, that's only necessary. This one necessary too, the length of the rectangle.
I need to know.
Alright. Guys, I don't even understand what them are asked, because my thinking is telling me initially, I think. I have the house are gonna look something like this. Yeah, put the roof on that. That's what me I think. So if I'm gonna put the roof, why would I need to get the area of the triangle? I don't think the area matters. Unless they must say when you cut up the cardboard itself, if you make this. If I make this now, that are two different something. So I'm not sure exactly what they must say. If I make this now, you don't need to know the number of edges. I agree with that. The area of each triangle, when I think the area give you the measurement, that's how I mean it. And it's when them say area, they mean the number of something that we take up. So it could be necessary. I'm not so sure about that one. But leave an opinion on that one here, guys. Mr. Ben, don't fully understand this one. Leave it in the comment section, alright? Let's move on to 37. Examine the table below. Indicate whether the column 2 is a factor or a multiple, or neither a factor nor a multiple of a number in column 1 and 2. What in the world? Alright, so examine the table below. Indicate whether column 2 is a factor. So column 2 after the factor. And a oh, alright, good, we understand. So for column 2, is column 2 a factor? So this a factor is 8 a factor of 16. That is correct. It is not a multiple. Oh yeah, it is a multiple. No, unless it's what we don't know if them read it 16 to 8. If 8 is a multiple of 16. I remember you see them say column 2 is a factor or a multiple. It's not a multiple. Oh. Nothing to understand this. It says indicate whether the number in column 2 is a factor. Yeah. 16, 8 is a factor of 16. A multiple. Okay, so it's 1 for 1. Okay, cool. I just one I must choose. It's not more than 1. I think I was going in the wrong direction. Alright, is 7 a factor of 28? That will be correct. So you read column 2 first. 20 is not a factor of 30. So that would be, and it's neither a multiple. Multiples of 20 are 20, 40, and so forth. So that will be C. Alright. 150 is not a factor of 50, but it will be a multiple. So this one should be B. Yo, them need to set them question everything, I swear. Oh, 50 is a factor. 50 is a multiple of 50. That's a second column read first. So 150 is not a factor of this, and it's not a multiple of 50. So it's neither. Let me set a question. Alright, 38. 2 more to go, guys. 2 more. Hit the like button. Shade the appropriate circle to tell whether each described is finite or finite. So this is a description. Finite means it's countable and you have a limit, while infinite means there's no ending. The set of marbles in a water tank, and that will be finite. Doesn't matter how many nights can be counted. There is a limit. The set of counting numbers, that's infinite number of something. This one, no people are going to disagree. The set of ear of human. Oh, the set of ear of human body. That would be infinite. But what if it was one person? Would we have a limit number of ear on our body? Say one person? I think so. And I think that it's just that we're not going to count it, but I think there's a limit to the number of ear on human body, unless some of us get scientific and technical. 39, the graph below shows the average rainfall for the first 6 months of 2018. Uses information to determine whether the statement is true or false. Alright, let's go. First 6 months. It says June has the most rainfall, and that is true. It's the tallest bar, which is about 140 something. All right, let's go now. It says rainfall increased consistently. No, it did not. It fluctuates, so that is false. April has approximately twice as much rainfall as February. April, twice as much. So we can say about, I'm going to cut it at about 30 for February, and April, that's about 59. So we could say it's about, yeah, that is true. Could be off by a little bit, but it's on the observation that will be correct. Alright, so the last one now. Click the like button, guys, for the last one. See my number there? Just run back up the video. For item 40, indicate your response by shading the letter in the sentence or paragraph that makes it correct. Each letter corresponds with a symbol from a given list of options. An option should be used only once. Not all the options have to be used. An example is given below. Now, have to see an example. Let's go. Casey wants to spend money towards buying a cell phone. The price do not exceed 10,000. Her mother gives her 3,000 to start. She plans to save 500 weekly. Let doubler represent the number of weeks. Alright, so basically the first thing we have to do, there's a limit to the money. So I will choose plus first, as each week you go up to 10,000, but each week you go through a double. So if I have 10 weeks, whatever you save will be multiplied by 500. So I will choose plus first, and that represent which letter? What's the plus? Oh, I think that's D. This is the plus. It looks like a division. So that's D first, right? And then this, it should not exceed this. What do you click in some other notes? So it's going to be less than or equal. So that will be D on the side. Alright, so what it is 500 plus the 3,000, and it should not exceed 10,000. Can be less than or equal to 10,000. Cannot be greater than 10,000. And that will determine the number of weeks. Remember, so this is a plus, guys. Alright, so guys, many people are always asking for my number when the students from my channel join. So see the number here. Carry this to mommy or daddy and tell them say, oh, we're not a man make class. Alright. 5492161. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please share this with your teacher. If you're whichever school you are, just share this with your teacher so she can share it or him can share it with the other kids. Alright? Just in case. This is not 20 time out. Without see you guys in another video. Performance tasks are coming up in your peeps. Look out.